having a video. Today I am here to do a question and answer video about the new app that I have made, BabySitMe. That's going to be backwards and you're not going to see what it is, but you can see that it's like the green colour. Let's see if I can show you. Nope, it's not working. Oh, and the cracks in the screen. Not helpful. Anyways, I will put what it is here. This is my new app that I've made, which is super cool. I have designed it to work with reborn baby dolls so that you can play with them and get a little bit more out of them in a way, so give them their own personality kind of thing. Instead of you choosing what they always want, this app gives them their own little personality. So I have Alora with me today. This is my very first reborn that I personally bought, and she's been here the whole time. How cute is this little outfit? I even made this little outfit. It's like Snow White and it's like a little dress. It's kind of hard to see because I've got her all propped up. She looks super cute. Let's get into the video. The questions that I'm answering today have been asked a few times, so that's why they're here. Some of them have been only asked once, but most of them have been asked a few times, so I want to let you guys know. I was trying to wait for Android to come out, but it's going to be a little while longer yet, so we are close with that. We've got some testing happening, which is awesome, but I really cannot say, and I'm really sorry about that. If I had known that Android is going to be this long, I wouldn't have brought out Apple and I would have just waited until Android was ready. But I thought it was going to be a few weeks and it would be done, but this is what's happening. Okay, first question. Is BabySitMe a one-off fee or is it a monthly fee? So BabySitMe is a one-off purchase right now. I am considering adding extra schedules and new care events that I was gonna put in before, but I wanted to keep it kind of basic and kind of simple just so that it was a little bit easier and it wasn't as confusing when we made it. So we just had a few care events. So if you would love some other care events, please feel free to comment below what you would want them to be, and I will look at that for the new updates. They will be a fee, but it will be a one-off fee again. So it will be like an in-app purchase, so you can purchase some more schedules in case you get bored of what you're doing. Or I was also thinking of doing like a newborn baby, a 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and so on. So that would be different. I also considered making like a toddler schedule where you'd have to like play with them and stuff like that. See, I don't know. If you guys would like that and it's all there, then I'm happy to put it in for you. I just need enough people to definitely want it. So if you could comment below, or I'll also leave an email address below as well, so you can email me any questions or any suggestions and I will try and reply. If I don't reply to them within a little while, comment again so that I can definitely reply to them. The next question I've been asked a few times has been why does it cost money? Unfortunately, we live in a world where everything costs money, and believe it or not, it did cost me money to make the app. I don't know how to code, so I made the idea and then I employed somebody to code for me. That's why it's costing money. But I wanted to make it for you guys because I thought it would help some people out. I thought it would be a cool thing to do, and I honestly just wanted to do it. So that's why it costs some money, to recoup what I have put into it. Plus, Apple and Android charge a fee to upload to their Play Store or their Apple Store. Question 3, I think. How long does a simulation last? So we have the simulations to start from the start of the day right to the end of the day. So the start of the day is 12 AM in the morning, so literally 12 AM. And the end of the day is 11:59 PM. So the schedule will run right through then. It does run all day. So whenever you start it, it will go right through to 11:59, and then at 11:59 it will ask you if you would like to keep the schedule going or if you'd like to cancel and I guess go to bed. You're also welcome to start and cancel the schedule at any time throughout the day. So it's up to you how long it's on. It could be on for 4 days straight, or it could be on for 4 hours. What is the difference between simulation and play? Now, I have explained this quite a few times already, but I will explain it again. So, simulation is based on a real baby that needs care 24/7 around the clock. So the care events could last 5 minutes or they could last 40 minutes. And their care events are needed all day. So like I said, the simulation will start at 12 AM and finish at 11:59 PM. Play mode is basically I made it as a practice or for children that don't have a very long attention span, getting used to the app, all those kinds of things. Maybe you just have, you know, half an hour and that's what you want to do, is have a bit of a turn and see what it does. So play mode basically goes for 1 hour, so 60 minutes, and it has a condensed version of the schedule. So for instance, a bottle feed might go for 3 minutes, and then a burp might go for 1 minute, a rock might go for 6 minutes. It's just like a condensed version. Instead of a rock going for 40 minutes or for 20 minutes, it's shorter. So if you really want to have a go and you want the app to start right then and there, I suggest you use play mode instead of simulation mode, because simulation mode can take a while to start, which I will get into later with another question. I think this is question 5, not sure. Can BabySitMe accommodate 2 or more babies? Unfortunately, it's just the one baby right now. Just one baby. It would be a little bit too confusing with the app having 2 babies set on it. I mean, we could look into it, but honestly, I think it would be easier, or you know, to get a second cheap device. So this app will work on your iPods, your tablets, your phones. If you have an old spare phone not being used, it'll work on that. If you have a friend's phone, maybe you could borrow your partner's phone if need be, if you want to have the 2 babies, or just the one for now, because I'm not sure how 2 would go. It would be a little tricky, I guess, having 2 run at once. We're having enough troubles with Android getting 1 to work, so I'm not sure how that will go. So there are the options. How many schedules? There are 4 schedules of each mode. So in simulation, there are 4 easy schedules, there are 4 medium schedules, and there are 4 hard schedules. Of course, you don't know which schedule it selects for you because they are chosen at random each time you start the app. But if you decide that you have already done that schedule, feel free to cancel it and just start again. You can't choose which schedule you're doing, it's just at random. Otherwise, it would be a little bit like, I don't know, routine-ish, a little bit boring. That's why I liked the idea of it being random, so you don't get to choose what your baby wants to do. You just get your baby and the baby chooses what he or she wants to do, which I thought was pretty cool. In play mode, there are 3 schedules, so they're actually listed and you get to choose which one you want to do. Next question I have here says, are all schedules the same? No, not all schedules are the same. In fact, some schedules actually are missing certain care events. I believe some of the easies don't have any nappy explosions or throw ups or whatever you kind of, spit up, sorry, is what I called it. So some of them don't have other care events, whereas you might get one where your baby throws up or spits up, sorry, or has a nappy explosion like 4 times in the day. It just depends, you don't know. So that's what I was thinking with the newer ones. I would probably put a few more of those in and some other things. So if you guys have any other suggestions, definitely put them below and we'll think about it. We'll see what we can do. Somebody asked me, I don't have all the supplies to do every care event. So the reply that I have to that is that you don't have to have all the supplies. You can either skip that care event, you can pretend that you did that, You could use something else. Like let's just pretend that you didn't have any spare diapers. You could get like a piece of fabric and you could like fold it up with pins and make that the diaper. You could use you could use a doll bottle or something like that to feed your baby if you didn't have that. I'm trying to think of what other care events. If you didn't have spare clothes, let's just say your baby, you only had 2 pairs of clothes with your baby, that's fine. If your baby had an accident, just swap them from one change to the other change, and then when it's time to swap them back, just swap them back. You don't have to, that set of clothes isn't really dirty, we're just pretending that it's dirty. So you don't have to have all the bits. If you don't have a bottle and it says feed your baby, you can pretend to feed it food. Whatever you want to do, it's up to your imagination. I've set a wide guideline, but you can use it however you want to. So that's why I like this app. Like, I've given you a baseline and then you can do whatever you want with it. A common thing that a few people have said to me is that my app doesn't do anything. It's not working, it's broken. Okay, first thing that I always say is when you download the app, you must accept notifications. Your phone will come up with, do you allow this app, and it will say like BabySitMe, to send your phone notifications. You must click allow. You must accept it. Yes, it needs to be done. This app is basically notifications. So without notifications, you won't actually be able to use it. So perhaps it will start and it will say that the simulation is running, but you won't get any notifications popping up and letting you know that your baby needs something because notifications have not been allowed on that app. If you have clicked allow and it's still not working and you just don't know what to do, the next thing is that this app can take a lot of time to start. So anybody that's looked after a baby before knows that they can sleep for a long time, and sometimes they just don't want anything, they're just happy, chilling out. It's just what babies are, especially if your baby is an easy baby. There's probably more periods that it's sleeping and chilling out and just being happy. Even if it's not sleeping, it may just be quiet. Another thing is make sure that your sound is on. If you perhaps put your phone, iPod, tablet, whatever you're using, your device, I'm going to call it a device, down. Make sure that the sound's on because you won't get any notifications if your sound is off and your baby won't cry. Some of the care events may take up to 7 hours. So what I did was I had a look through all the schedules, and basically in like easy mode and stuff, some of the babies, not all of them, some of the schedules, not all of them, will sleep for about 7 hours. So maybe like all night they'll sleep. Not all of them, one of them did. So the maximum time, if you started night hours, so I'm talking between 12 AM and maybe 7 or 8 in the morning, could be 7 hours that you'll have to wait. If you're starting it in the afternoon and it's an easy, medium or hard schedule, the maximum time you had to wait was about 3.5, 4 hours. So if you turned your baby on, if you turned the app on, you have the notifications turned on, you have your sound on. The next thing is maybe your baby's asleep, or maybe your baby's just happy lying there and then the baby falls asleep. You just have to use your imagination, but they don't want care for 4 hours or so. Like, it could want care in 5 minutes, but it may not want care for up to 4 hours. So it's kind of hard to tell. And like I said, a few people have said that it's not working, but I've spoken to them, they've contacted me, and I've gone through some troubleshooting with them, and it's just been that they haven't waited enough hours, and whatever schedule it was, it just takes some time. So I have an idea to fix this, which was maybe making another schedule, which will be an add-on that will be just like the play schedule. It will start at a set thing and it will go through for 12 hours regardless of what time it is, but it will have care events. It won't go off what time you start it. I'm not sure if that sounds confusing to you, but I know what it means, and I'm really heavily thinking about it for those that want the baby just to start and to play with instead of a realistic schedule of what a baby would be doing at what time of the day. Oh, another thing to add on with that, if you start the schedule or the app and it's actually just gone past the care event, it won't start the care event and end the care event. Let's say it's 3:50 in the afternoon and there was a care event that started at 3:48. We've just started it now at 3:50 and the care event goes to 4 o'clock. Because you've started it after the care event, it won't go off, so it won't tell you that the baby needs care, and then it will not tell you that the baby has finished its care. Because you never started its care, it's not going to tell you that it needs to finish its care. So it can skip over them, which makes the time in between longer. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing, it kind of sucks, but it's a realistic schedule on what a baby's doing in the daytime. That's what I tried to base it off. So please just be patient. Be patient, and I know that you want to play with it right then and there, and I'm sorry. But if you plan on doing this schedule, I suggest you start it in the morning and just give it a good go. Start it right early. There's normally a few care events in the morning because the baby wakes up. It depends on what time the baby wakes up, but I'm pretty sure most of the babies wake up between 6 to 8 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that there should be something in between there. I also have another question below this that says, it's, I don't know, question statement. It says, my baby isn't doing anything. It's been 30 minutes to 1 hour. So again, that just pairs up with what I just said, which was give it up to 4 hours. And hopefully you should have something. And if it's early in the mornings or something like that, if it's early in the mornings, then up to 7 hours. And I mean like sleeping hours. The general time that most people go to sleep is between 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night, and maybe like 6 till 8 in the morning. They're like the general hours that people just go to sleep and wake up in. Okay, last question for this video is, why doesn't the notification sound go any longer? Now, with having this app and sending continuous notifications to your phone, it did get a little bit tricky making sure that we were allowed to put it into the app stores. So the maximum time that we were allowed is what we've used. So that's what we've gone with. We didn't want to have the sound really annoying and, you know, maybe someone leaves their app on and forgets it in the car or something crazy, and then everyone's like chasing around looking for this baby. But I will look into it again. Everything that you guys put through to me, I will try and do something with it. And the coo, why does the coo last 3 times? It's so that you could hear it, make sure that you didn't miss it the first time, so I wanted to make sure. That is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the app. Android's coming soon.